Okay, so you're working out every single day. You feel amazing. You feel like you are on fire. And you go for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then all of a sudden, you stop. You miss your workout for whatever reason. And then all of a sudden, you miss another day of your workout. And then all goes downhill at that point. This video is about just freaking doing it. Just doing it. You guys, our bodies, like a body in motion seriously stays in motion. So if you start working out and you're doing it every day, you build this momentum. And what happens once you fall off the wagon is you stop the momentum and then you have to pick it back up again. So imagine a car when you first take off and the car goes faster and faster, and then all of a sudden you're just cruising at high speed. What happens when the car stops? It's going to take some energy for the car to take off again. That's the same thing with our body. You guys, we rely so much on motivation to work out. We think that we need to be motivated to work out. And you guys, that's shit. That's a crock of shit. We don't have to be motivated to work out. And in fact, you will never be motivated to work out. Motivation is feeling like doing something. And now it's not human nature whatsoever to feel like working out. That's something that you develop over time with fighting through not wanting to and being disciplined and showing up for yourself every single day. You get to that point where you start to crave the endorphins, not necessarily the workout, but the way you feel after. That's how I got to that point after, a year or so, when I got in really great shape and I had just been showing up on the days I didn't feel like it. Showing up, sweat, tears, like not wanting to do it, did it every single day. You guys, but this is the bottom line. If you stop working out, like your body, your brain is meant to keep you comfortable. It's there to keep us alive, right? You get that fight or flight where your brain turns on and tries to save you from something hard or something that's scary, right? The same token. And just like, for instance, our kids that want to just sit on the couch and, play video games and not move all day, we have to parent them. We have to parent ourselves the same way because it's human nature to want to sit on the couch and not do anything. That's human nature. So if you think that you're going to feel motivated to work out, it's total crap. You will never feel like it. And if you lay there on the couch and think about whether you feel like it or not, that is a recipe for disaster. You have to make the decision and just go for it. And the problem is, once you get going and you start working out, you will get to a point where, you'll start to feel that motivation. After you get the ball rolling, you start to feel amazing. But then what happens is you fall off and you miss a day, and then our toxic brains turn on and start to criticize ourselves. Oh, you freaking fell off. Of course, you never could stick to an exercise program. It figures, 4 days in, you always fall off the wagon, and then you start with the negative self-talk, and then you feel like a complete failure and like crap, and then you just go all in and you start eating yourself to death, and just like, I'll just start next Monday. Let me eat and enjoy myself right now. And then Monday comes and then it doesn't happen again because you're so gung-ho and you're motivated. Monday comes around, you don't feel that same way again. You wake up, reality sets in, you're tired, you have to go to work, and then it's just like, oh, I don't feel like it anymore. Listen, you guys, you have to make a decision, and the day that you're going to start, whether it's your first time starting or if you fall off the wagon or whatever. I was doing a detox the last couple weeks. I couldn't work out for 2 weeks, and that's the longest I haven't worked out, and since I started 8 years ago. And let me tell you, after 2 weeks of not working out, I didn't feel like starting again. And I have been so disciplined for the last few years. But I hadn't been doing it in so long, so I didn't feel like it at all. And I knew I needed to start. I started again yesterday, and I didn't feel like it at all. But you know what? I said I was going to start, and the first day back or the first day starting, it has to be a choice. It has to be a freaking choice. And you have to show up and do it, regardless of how you feel. Just knowing that it's going to take you a few days to get back into the routine. So I did it. I was out of breath. I can barely move today. But you know what? I am a woman of my word. And if we ran our lives based on whether we feel like doing shit, you will not get very far in life. You just won't. You're going to end up going through life with the same job you hate, being overweight, not feeling good, not living up to your pure potential. And that's because you're basing your life and your decisions on whether you feel like doing it or not. And that will get you nowhere, guys. Everybody can do what's comfortable. But do you do what's hard? Because when you do what's hard, that's when you accomplish all your goals and dreams. I can't stand when I hear people saying like, oh, it's so hard to work out. Yeah, I mean, yes, it is hard to work out, but it's even harder being overweight. When I had 65 pounds to lose, I was depressed. It was hard. It was hard every single hour, round the clock, every single day. It was hard to try on clothes. It was hard to go shopping. It was hard because I had no energy. I hated the way I looked. I was very depressed. I would avoid the mirrors. I would avoid the cameras. I would avoid my husband. It's freaking hard. So if you want to compare a 30-minute workout as being hard to what truly is hard, if you put it into perspective, there's a huge difference. And I'll take the 30 minutes of hard than just a life of hard. And that's what comes from not working out, not taking taking care of yourself or feeling fit and healthy. Now I have energy. I feel alive. I'm happy. I don't struggle with depression and anxiety. Now I'm inspiring women to change their life. You guys, this is from making a decision and sticking to it. I don't decide to take a shower on whether I feel like it or not. I don't decide to work or not whether I feel like it. What if you decided to go to work based on whether you felt like it? You wouldn't have a job, right? I mean, do you wake up and think, I don't feel like taking care of my kids today, I'm just not going to? The same thing comes for your health. Your health has to be the number one priority in your life. You will be a better mother, a better friend, a better spouse, a happier individual, more productive. You will tend to go after your goals and dreams. You will most likely go after them and accomplish them when you are sharper and you take care of yourself, because all these things come from being healthy and fit. You're living a truly inspired, healthy life. So, listen, whether you fell off the wagon or you're just starting, that has to be a decision. Don't wait to feel like it, because that's just not realistic. You have to make the choice. I'm starting on this date and I'm just going to do it. So that way you don't give yourself an out. When the time comes, you basically, you don't think about whether I feel like it or not, because you just know, you know what, I'm doing it no matter what. It's a non-negotiable. Just like I brush my teeth, just like I go to work, I'm going to take care of myself because I love myself, I respect myself, and I want to be the best version of me possible. You guys, I have a challenge group starting November 4th. If you are going to keep waiting, every time you see my challenge groups, you think, oh, maybe next time, I'm not ready yet, I'm not ready. You'll never be ready. That's not human nature. You will never be ready. You have to just make that decision. I have a date for you, November 4th. It's for 80 days, and I will help you completely transform your life. I want you to commit to that date and do this with me and all the ladies. It is an online, a virtual meltdown gym. You do the workouts at home. I will set you up with a structured meal plan, structured workouts. You do them from your house, 30 to 60 minutes a day, and it will transform your life. And that's what you need. You need a solid date. I'm starting November 4th. That's it. I'm getting serious. I'm going to take care of myself. My life is important. I don't want to just get by. I want to thrive. My kids deserve it. I deserve it. My husband deserves it. So make that decision. I'm looking for 20 ladies who want to get serious. I will set you up with everything you need. All you have to do is say yes, and I'm going to show up, and I'm going to do this thing, and I will help you with the rest. And I will be there every step of the way, 80 days, to help you transform your body, be the best version of yourself possible. So let me know if you're interested in that. I also have information in my bio. Check out, take my 80-day challenge video in my bio, and then you can fill out the challenge group application. All right, guys, let's kick some booty.